So this is the high flow nasal cannula setup. It's going to come with this installed. It's going to come with your oxygen tubing. What you're going to need to get is a concha water, which we stock, and a high flow nasal cannula. There's two types. I'm going to show you guys how to run each type. Okay, so what you need to do is when you get it, you're going to put it on the patient. You have three things that you need to plug in. You have an oxygen line, you have an air line, and you have a power for your heater. Concha water, you're going to need to spike it. There's two of these that come down. All you do is you push right into the middle and you twist and you push. This can be open or closed. Make sure it's open. Same thing with this. Put it right in the middle and push. There you go. Okay, so now this oxygen tubing is going to need to plug into your flow meter. Make sure it goes to the one that has 70 liters per minute. You just push it up in there pretty strong and give it a twist. Okay, from this point, you can turn on your flow. I'm recommending that everybody starts at 50 liters per minute and 100% FiO2. We can titrate up or down from there. This is your flow, your liters per minute. This is your FiO2 on your blender. So you can adjust this as needed to maintain their sats. You can adjust the flow as necessary to relieve their work of breathing. So 50 and 100%. The next thing you want to do is get it on the patient. So we have two types of cannulas. This one here. Very easy. Goes onto the patient's face. Goes around the head like that. This just sits on the cheeks. These go in the nares. This kind of goes around the head like so.
This is not going to be used on anybody else right now?
No, this is just for demonstration.
Can we have a volunteer?
You want to put this on?
Take your mask off.
Yeah, so let me plug it in first. This first one's very easy. It just plugs straight into your line like that. If it's too much flow for the patient right off the bat, start them at a little slower flow rate, like at 30, so that they're not too uncomfortable. So that just goes into the nose and the head. You can adjust the straps here, so you can tighten it here. You just pull, okay? And then you want to put that in your nose a little bit better. There you go. And then you just pull here. Okay, so it just goes behind the head. It goes into the nose like that. This has a little clip. You can clip it onto their jacket or something, which is going to help keep it into place. How's the flow feel?
Good.
Good?
I think.
Okay, I'm going to go up a little bit more so you kind of realize what the patient feels. So that's 40 liters per minute.
Is it uncomfortable?
Yeah, I've got air going out my mouth.
Yeah, that's 50 liters per minute. That's where most of them are going to need to be, the COVID patients.
Got it.
So it's quite a bit.
Not comfortable.
Yeah.
Not
comfortable.
So just keep
You
that
can
in
take
mind.
it off if you want. You don't have to keep it on.
So a lot of them are not going to be able to tolerate that much flow. So 30 is a little more tolerable, huh? Okay. But you want it. You're going to get a CPAP effect of 5 with 50 liters per minute.
Just be careful with your lines, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I think that's it.
Perfect. The other cannula that we have is this one. It's new to us. You do need a couple of adapters. This one's going to come into the package. You can see it here. It's right there. It's this. And then this adapter is going to be provided to you with the high flow. So when you put this one together, it's going to go like this. So you're going to need to plug this into here, and then this adapter is going to go onto here. So it's going to look like that. And I'll take it apart for you so you can see how it's going to go. Just like that. That. And then the same thing, this will just go onto the patient's face. But the last thing you do once you get the oxygen onto the patient is stable, you're going to need to turn on your heater. So it's plugged in, the water is spiked. You're going to press and hold the green power button. It takes it a second to warm up. Okay, it has the mask right here. You're going to hit the check mark and you should be good to go. If you hold the check mark, it's going to tell you what the temperature is going to go to. You don't really need to worry too much about getting the heater. We can get that. If you guys can just get them on and get them stable, then we can come and just do some final little adjustments. And it'll warm up. Now you have heated humidification. Just make sure everything is tight. This is tight. And you guys have any questions on anything else?
Nothing has to go through this one?
This is just a 15 liter per minute. Like if you're going to put someone on a non-rebreather, you could put them on that.
So the main adapter for the high flow is this guy?
Yeah, that's the main one. Yep, because it's going to run through the wick here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, can you undo everything and see if she can set it up?
Sure. I can. I'll leave it plugged in for you. I'm sure you know how to plug in oxygen.
It's color coordinated.
Yeah. So this basically comes out. This is kind of difficult. But that'll just comes coiled up.
Right.
I'll turn that off. Okay. And then, okay, go ahead.
Okay, that's like a recipe. You're on camera.
Okay, so when you first come up, you're going to set in you have three things to plug in. So green on green, yellow on yellow, and then a power cord. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to make sure that this water tank is hooked up. So there's one on the top here. So the top one gets shoved and spiked into the top pole, and there should be one on the bottom, and it'll get shoved into the bottom pole. You want to make sure that this port is open, not closed. Then this cannula here, which will be coiled up and wrapped up. You're going to make sure it is up on the tube that says 70 liters. So this is your flow. So you shove it in there, give it a twist. Initial settings that we're most likely going to be shooting for would be 50% FiO2 or 100% FiO2, sorry, at 50 liters. And this will give you 5 of PEEP. But as our student showed us, it was not the most comfortable thing. Then you'll find this tube here, and this is what's going to hook up to the nasal ports for your patient. So there's 2 of them here. So this one is the more simple one, namely just because it does not have all the extra ports. So you would hook that in there. You would place the prongs onto your patient and tighten around the face. Or you can use the other port, which has some adapters. And all the adapters should be in the little baggie. And it looked like there was 3 of them. So you have this piece here on your cord, this clear piece, this middle blue piece, and then the part actually attached to your patient there. So they go in. Oop. Nope. There we go. Not going here. There we go. A little bit tighter fit than expected. And then same thing. The nasal ports would go on your patient, and it looks like your tightening mechanism is a bit fancier. So you have little Velcro, and you have, looks like 4 places to tighten.
So what is the benefit for one over the other?
The only benefit that we have is we're running out of these.
Okay.
Yeah.
So availability.
Yeah, availability. This is our